Hello kids. Now, all of you Pokemon fans, please listen up, because I've got a user that you'll love, and he's not just any user, he's a radical user who does radical things that no other person has done before. And I'm not talking about, oh, he just came up with a smart idea. No, it's more than a smart idea. And this user I'm talking about is Professor Wormwood. And in this video, I'm going to be telling you 3 reasons why you guys should go ahead and support him. 3 reasons why he's good. Well, only 2 of the reasons are why he's good. The 3rd reason, well, I don't want to spoil the reasons. So anyways, without further ado, here's 3 reasons why you Pokemon fans should support Professor Wormwood big time. Let's go. And the number 3 reason why you guys should support Professor Wormwood is because he explains the canon science behind Pokemons. You're probably thinking that this is a headcanon, but no, he's actually being legit about it, and it's canon. When somebody tries to explain the science behind Pokemons, they make up headcanons with their scientific knowledge. But no, this guy decided to go the extra mile and pioneer the impossible. Most of the science is found in his scientific analysis videos. However, some other of his video types can have it too. Well, he only has 1 more video type, I think. And that video type is not as common as the analysis is. When Professor Wormwood does his scientific analysis videos, he goes into great detail on the Pokemon he's analyzing, going so far as to mention stuff that haven't been mentioned in the franchise. That's right. That's how radical this dude is. So, if you want to learn some secrets about your favorite Pokemon that haven't been mentioned before, then go ahead and watch his analyses on it or another video where the science is found. And if your favorite Pokemon hasn't been done, then don't worry, that video is coming out in the future. You just have to be patient. And if you want to learn more about a specific Pokemon, then feel free to ask him in the comments. I've asked him about questions of stuff that haven't been mentioned in his videos, like how long can a specific Pokemon live for, or how does it do this, or you get the point. And he always replies with the right answer. He always replies with how long they live for. He always replies with how they do this. And if he doesn't reply straight away, well, you just have to be patient until he does reply. So anyways, I think we should go on to the next reason, which is another radical reason. And the number 2 reason why you should support Professor Wormwood is that some of his stuff implies that Pokemons are real. If you are big brain and were following this video along, you might have guessed that this was going to be one of the reasons. And well, you were right. I'm saying implies it's because I'm not 100% sure if he's true or false, as he has no solid proof. And on the internet, anybody can say anything. You'll never know if somebody's lying or not. But it's so believable, so I'm on the it's true side, but I'm not believing him. I'm just supporting that it's true side. So, anyways, he claims that he can go to the Pokemon world and meet real Pokemons, which he apparently does to research them to make his scientific analysis videos. It should also be noted that if you look in the comment sections of some of his videos, you see some users, especially one user, claim that they can go to the Pokemon world, with them saying stuff that doesn't happen in the games, and you get the point. Just look in the comment sections, and if these guys are true, which they might not be, because the internet is a place where you can say anything you want regardless if it's true or false. If they're true, that means that more than one person can go to the Pokemon world. So anyways, I became curious on how he's able to go to the Pokemon world, so I decided to ask if he's going to make a guide, and he said that he's probably going to in the future. And if he's true, once he publishes the guide, people will be able to know how to go to the Pokemon world, meaning that, well, the possibilities, just imagine the possibilities. Some places or events, or you get the point, have Pokemons as their mascots, but they don't have to use a person in a costume anymore. They could use an actual Pokemon. How cool is that? And people from our world will be able to go to the Pokemon world and back, and vice versa. Isn't that something incredible? And the ability to go to the Pokemon world and back will benefit me. It's because I can get some Pokemon friends, and they'll be so much fun to have around, especially Roserade, which sounds so much fun to have around more than any other Pokemon, because it smells so nice and their hair is so fluffy, and more on their design is super cool. And also don't forget about Coco the Lycanroc. You know her, she got her own opinion segment in my Beyond Styled Rants and Salutes that I cancelled recently. It's because it's not something that a professional company would do. So anyways, in those opinion segments, she'll be expressing her opinion, and I'm actually doing all of this stuff here. She's doing nothing, as she doesn't even exist in real life. The closest thing to her existing in real life is a life-size substitute plush. If I can go to the Pokemon world, then I can get an actual midnight form Lycanroc that will be Coco to replace the plush, so I'll no longer have to have this substitute. So just before we move on to the final reason why Professor Wormwood rocks, even if he can't go to the Pokemon world and the implying was false, he still rocks anyways. So if this reason is false, then that doesn't really affect him. It's because he still rocks anyways. Moving on. And the number one reason why you should support Professor Wormwood is that he is criminally underrated. That's right, the guy who does the literal science behind all of the Pokemons and is implied to be able to go to their world and actually meet them is super duper underrated. At the time I'm making this video, he only has just over 1,000 subscribers. Just over 1,000. That's such a little amount for a person who is super duper radical and is more radical than most other people in the world, if not all of them. And you may have noticed, some time ago, which isn't that long ago, I started linking a video which I refer as the best video ever in my video descriptions. Well, this isn't any old video that was good and did something, you get the point. This was actually one of his analyses, more specifically the one on Budew, Roselia and Roserade. And this thing only has like 500 views. Like, it deserves more, much like all of his other analyses. Like it's literally explaining the science behind them, and yet it has such little views. Like, why? Like, why? Just why? It needs more views. Like, I even, like, my friend at school, like, I decided to, like, recommend a video to him, and he helped me raise it to 500, because when I first discovered it, it was at 200 views, and 200 is so measly for a good video like this. So the final image that I'm showing you to prove how underrated Professor Wormwood is a comparison between his most viewed video and mine. So his most viewed video with 4,000 views. Let me read the description. Video showcasing the Canon science of a Pokemon. This video was done by an unbelievably radical user. He is so radical that he even knows the legit science of Pokemon, with him mentioning things not said in the franchise. It's even implied that he can actually go to the Pokemon world and meet real Pokemons. This is his most viewed video and he is criminally underrated. Meanwhile, my video with 41,000 views is a video where a 12-year-old is ranting about a show that isn't really bad. Some, if not most of the reasons to hate it, are bad reasons to hate it. The 12-year-old isn't radical, and she's a normal person who can't perform any paradox things, yet it somehow managed to get lots more views than the most viewed video on an unimaginably radical man's channel, and said man is implied to be able to go to the Pokemon world. So yeah, see how mind-boggling it is? See how mind-bogglingly underrated this guy is? Please support him, just please. So anyways, now we're going to move on to the conclusion and outro of the video. So in conclusion, Professor Wormwood is a very criminally underrated user, 20 Galaxies size time, and he should get lots and lots of support. This is because he's not just a good user, he's a radical good user, who is so unbelievably good. Like, he does science behind all of the Pokemons, legit science, and all of these videos deserve at least 1 million views. And it's implied he can actually go to the Pokemon world, which means that people might be able to get their own Pokemons if my theory is true, and the two worlds will be united and it will be super cool. So anyways, after watching this video, I hoped that encouraged you to support Professor Wormwood. Make sure to watch his videos and subscribe to his channel, and maybe leave a comment, or maybe share the video with your friends, and you get the point. The reason why this video exists is to promote him and tell you how good he is. And since this was a top 3 video, and the word top means only 3 reasons, the top 3 reasons, there's more reasons why he rocks, but since it's a top 3, they're not included. So anyways, bye everyone, and make sure to support him. He needs to get lots and lots of views. Okay, bye. I shouldn't keep talking, it's because you probably get the points now, okay?